Days after two Indian nationals lost their life in the Russia-Ukraine war zone, the Central Bureau of Investigation has started a pan-India crackdown against those responsible for trafficking these yet innocent youngsters. Central Bureau of Investigation registered an FIR on the 6th of March, and on the 7th of March, countrywide raids were carried out. Searches were carried out at Chandigarh, at Ambala, at Madurai, Chennai and other parts of the country. 13 locations were raided. Essentially, what the Central Bureau of Investigation is alleging in its FIR is that the modus operandi of these fake visa agents, fake visa consultants, was to lure people into this human trafficking network. Ads were put up at social media sites like YouTube and other social media platforms, promising very lucrative job options to these youngsters if they agreed to travel to Russia. Once these youngsters were recruited, their documents were taken away and they were put through combat training and then sent to the war zone. Essentially, private militias which are fighting on behalf of Russia in the Russia-Ukraine war zone. That is where these youngsters were sent to because they had no documents and they were completely at the mercy of their traffickers. They could not come back even if they wanted to. At least 35 such victims have been identified by the CBI. Some have been detained. There are possible arrests also in this particular case. Laptops, digital devices are all being seized by CBI and they are being scanned to find out how many more potential victims are on the radar of these people. Now, if you recall, the entire lid of this racket blew off when a Gujarat resident was killed and the family was shocked because they had no idea that he had been sent off to the war zone. Another resident of Hyderabad, Mohammad Afsan, was also killed and the family is demanding a death certificate because they are shocked to know that he has been killed. The pattern seems to be the same, that these youngsters were promised lakhs of rupees if they travel to Russia. And because they were looking for better job opportunities, they succumbed to the allurement. They were taken to Russia. In the case of Afsan also, that's the story. He was taken to Moscow. And from Moscow, it looks like the family lost contact majorly. And suddenly this news came that this person was killed in combat. Now they are not trained for military roles, so very short combat course is being given to them to supplement manpower of this private militia groups. Central Bureau of Investigation began this crackdown after the MEA also confirmed that there were more Indians who seemed trapped and they are in touch with authorities in Moscow to try and get them back. CBI, however, is trying to crack down on the trafficking network here in India to prevent any such Indian from being allured in this manner. Like I said, they are now on the lookout of all other potential victims who are at various stages of being taken, some whose documents have already been processed, some whose tickets have also come. So at various stages, their visit to Russia or their travel to Russia is being processed by these visa agents and consultants. CBI's crackdown to ensure that this is stopped and no further loss of life, no further trafficking or no further allurement from India to Russia-Ukraine war zone happens.